Hey everyone, it's Michelle, and today I want to talk about OCD. Um, okay, I want to first give you a fact that I then want to just talk about. Yeah, okay. But basically, I just want to talk about my OCD in general, and yeah. Okay, so a university in Parma, Italy, did a study, and they said that people who grew up in a very strict religious upbringing, specifically like a Catholic upbringing, that they were more likely to develop OCD because of the rituals and all of that, and having things exactly a certain way, and having that guilt accompany not being able to do that. And the reason I bring this fact into my OCD is the fact that I'm a very strong Catholic, and I'm proud to be a Catholic, but in a way there is a lot of rules, and there's this thing, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, it's known as Catholic guilt, where you feel so overwhelmed and consumed with something if you do something wrong. And so sometimes your only impetus to not sin or do a wrong deed, or an immoral action, whether it be to do drugs or drink underage, or whether it be to steal something or kill somebody, sometimes it's not just, oh, you shouldn't kill somebody, it's more, I can't live with myself and the fear of knowing that you defied God, if that makes sense. But I was raised in a Catholic family, although in my opinion it wasn't like so strict that life was unbearable. I do know that there have been people in my life who have attributed to my OCD and have led to those compulsives and overthinking things and doing it like repetitively. I know my best friend, her mom, she's one of those women you either like and don't like. I don't even know. She's an interesting character there. But when I was little and I used to go to their house, whenever I left, like, they have this mudroom, which is where, on one side it's like the laundry and the laundry and you do the laundry with the washer and dryer. Okay, couldn't think of the word. And on the other side it was like kind of like pantry. So they had a bunch of food on shelves, and they also hung like coats and stuff back there. So we would always go in there and get a snack. Was why we were in there. But if I ever left the light on in that room, her mom would make me stand at the light switch and turn it on and off 20 times. Or if I left that room and didn't close the door, I had to open and close the door 20 times. Now my friend doesn't really remember that because she always was called off to do something, and her mom would be like, oh, go grab me something upstairs, or whatever. Or she'd have to go to the bathroom, and her mom would just do this to me. And unbeknownst to my friend, it was in a way attributing to my OCD and having to do things numerous times. I know I have like various OCD symptoms, obviously. But like, for example, one of my things is I have to like double check things like a certain amount of time. And so before I go to bed, I'll set my alarm for the next morning. And then, so I'll check it twice. And then I'll turn off like the lights and stuff and get into my bed. And then I have to check it again. And then like I wait like 30 more seconds and I check it again. And I full check it to make sure it's the right time, like everything has to be perfect with the time and stuff. That's just one thing. And like having that checking multiple times is in a way I think attributed to how as a kid I did have to do things repetitive until it was correct. I know even with me, some prayers I say, I have to say them more than once. Like I can't just pray the prayer once. I have to say it like twice just because, I don't know. Yeah, but I think my OCD in a way could be somewhat influenced by my religion, because like there is a huge thing that comes with Catholicism, and I know it's like, I attended Catholic school. I'm still in Catholic school since kindergarten, and so I've been raised with this Catholic education, and it's been entirely love, and God is love, and everything is that. But we never sat through a class where we were told, you are horrible, you should feel guilty about everything you do. But it's the way that we twist our relationship and see that oh my gosh, it's all that guilt on us that leads us to do things a repetitive amount of time. So I think that religion can play an influence into one's obsessive compulsive thoughts, but I also think that people around you also play a huge influence in that. And then there's the people who don't believe that your OCD is as bad as some people would like to think. I know one of my OCD things was, it took me a good 2.5 months to work with this one, was that we have 9 minutes in between classes at my school, and I had to be in my next class 8 minutes before the bell rang. No sooner nor later, like 8 minutes. And if I wasn't in there at 8 minutes, it was the thoughts of how horrible and how worthless and how stupid, all of that coming to the main like part of my thoughts. And just realizing that like all this negative thinking, that is what makes it like so obsessive, because then like, yes, it's good, you want to be on time for things, but when you're sitting for 80 minutes in class and you're waiting and you're waiting, you're like, what's the best route to get to my next class? And you're not actually learning the material being taught. You're focusing on how are you going to get to the next class, to make sure that you don't fail again like you did. And I think that's just another OCD thing to throw out, that when people don't believe the severity of your OCD, that don't take it personally. It could be because that person does not understand what OCD is. They might just think it is a habit that you do. For example, my mom, she one time she accidentally left the iron on, the curling iron, when she was leaving the house, and a small fire caught, and so now she checks it multiple times before she leaves. That is out of concern and out of fear of something happening again that already happened. Whereas her sitting there like obsessing and being like, okay, I'm leaving in 4 days for vacation and I have to make sure that my curling iron is unplugged, and checking, like making sure that she knows when she's going to check that day, like that is a little more obsessive than just, oh wait, I need to go quickly check, wait, I'll recheck. And I think I wanted to make that distinction with OCD because it's a lot that people like disregard and they don't consider it. Okay, so I guess that's really it for this video. If you guys would like me to make videos, I haven't really done it before, but I figured it played an influence in my OCD. If you guys want me to make videos about religion and your eating disorder, or about your OCD, or about depression, and how they relate, then let me know. I would be more than happy to. Of course, as I was raised Catholic, I only have that insight, although I would be more than willing to do research for you guys and look up different types of religions. I do have a general basis of some other ones, but look them up and bring them also in to see if you guys want that aspect of recovery too. Because I know even with the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous, they believe in a higher power, whether it be a person, whether it be a God, whatever. And so it does play an influence in recovery. So if you guys want me to make videos about religion, let me know in the comments below. Also, yes, as you guys can see behind me, I have the nice manger waiting and our Christmas tree. I'm not going to tell you where yet, but I'm not going to be in the state for Christmas. I'm going away for a week and I'm really, really excited. My sister's boyfriend's flying out to see us from Germany, so it's going to be loads of fun. So I'm just looking forward to that, and I'm definitely going to make you guys vlog videos while I am away. Yeah, so I'll let you guys know. If you have any guesses on where I'm going, post that in the comments below, because I'd love to hear where you think. Again, I am in the Pennsylvania area, so if I'm leaving that state, you can kind of consider what is relatively nearby, next door, so far away, whatever. Yeah, so something to consider. But yes, let me know that in the comments below. If you're new to my channel, please comment, rate, subscribe. And yes, I will see you guys next week. Bye.